myself. Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. Just like the light of a new day, it hit me from out of the blue, breaking me out of the spell I was in, making all of my wishes come true. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me.
There's no one out there. This fig is lying. He has no partner.
Then what would he be doing with this?
Oh, regular detective there. Score one for you, Sly. I'm all for ERA, you know, but if we start letting dames do our work for us, somebody's liable to drop the hammer.
I will look for myself.
I do not need you shaking up on me.
Oh, look at this for coordination. You two yucks couldn't hijack an ice cream truck, let alone a moving train.
Is that so? Well, our people are securing the Lancaster switching yard at this very moment.
Clear track 59 for Porterville 524.
Clearing track 59 for Porterville 524.
Thanks, Chief.
All lines clear on 59 for 524. Hey, did I tell you the one about the psychiatrist who tells his patient, I think you ought to be committed?
Twice. We'll check the 5 Mile Junction and reroute all intersecting traffic to 95.
What big teeth you got, Grandma. Too bad your eyes aren't a little better. A blind newsie would have stumbled over my partner out there.
If he has a partner out there, then he will get him to us. Or I will make it very unpleasant for you. Talk!
Well, okay. It's been such a howl so far. I hate to give it up. Okay. Ralph, come on in. Just bring it on in. We got what we wanted.
How many psychiatrists does it take to change a light bulb, huh?
You see something out there?
Tracks? More tracks and more tracks. If you heard it, just say you heard it.
Well, I saw those darn kids out there again.
Where is this Ralph?
That was Ralph.
Sorry.
Don't apologize, kid. Take him. Ralph, get these things off of me.
Bill, these are your government issue
They
cuffs.
threw away the key.
Okay.
Ow!
No one move, or you're dead.
Okay. Porterville 524. Red lighted at the track 59 junction.
The train already cleared that junction.
Kill him.
All right. Train will reach the junction in about 5 minutes.
Miraculous.
I thought this was just a ordinary kidnapping. Who's the engineer, MacGyver's?
Yeah, MacGyver's. But it's not just a kidnapping. A bunch of these creeps are hitting the switching yard in Lancaster right now. They're hijacking a train.
Red light Porterville 524, junction 59.
The train already had an engineer. Why do you think they kidnapped MacGyver?
Who knows why these creeps do anything? Maybe they're covering all their faces with 2 engineers. I don't know.
This is supposed to be Green Block between here and Bakersfield. Let's shut it out.
You think, Cap, somebody grabbing a snooze up on the old switcheroni or something?
Nah, not with this load we're hauling. Nobody wants this dumped on their doorstep. Get out of Central!
You got it. Yo, Central Hall, this is 524 call.
Everyone out of the cab, you're dead.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, take it easy. No harm, no harm. Don't do nothing.
Ralph, cover up.
Get up there, MacGyver's.
All right, back up.
Back up?
I said to back up. Okay, forward. Maxwell, FBI. Want some help?
Paramedics supposed to be on the way. What the hell is keeping them?
They just came in here and they shot Hank.
What do they want?
Porterville 524. They made me red block at junction 59.
How far is junction 59?
It's only about 8 or 9 miles.
Yeah. They left behind a half a sock.
Hey, what the hell? They must have released some of the cars. They're running backward along the track.
That's an open lane now.
It's not stopping.
59 to 15-degree grade. We got a runaway.
A runaway train. How am I going to stop that?
Follow the tracks and be inventive. Go ahead, take off. Whoa, whoa. Give me the track. Come on.
Help me, Mr. Wizard.
Oh, no. 495's coming up that line. They'll hit head on. Did you see that?
Ralph! Ralph! Kid? You okay? Ralph, say something. Okay. All right, you stay right here. Don't worry about anything. It's gonna be fine. Just stay right here. I'll go get your clothes.
Bill,
Hi, beautiful.
how is he?
Well, he's still out of it, but,
Still out of it, Bill? It's 3 hours.
yeah, well, what are you doing up here?
Well, I couldn't just sit home and wait. I figured I'd spend the time worrying as I drove up.
You got here from L.A. in an hour and a half?
Yeah, I almost had 3 accidents. Went with the highway patrol. I got a ticket. I couldn't believe it when you called, but I knew it. I always knew something like this was going to happen.
Will you please take it easy? He's gonna be just fine. Excuse me, girls. One more, please. I'll leave you another quarter. Put the whole thing on Mr. Hinckley's bill. What's the matter with you, anyway? He had the suit on. It does protect him, remember?
Oh, then what is he doing in here unconscious? Why didn't it protect him this time?
It did. Didn't have a mark on him. He just must have done one of his, well, you know, his fishtail numbers, and he hit the train.
You didn't say train. I know you didn't say train.
With his head.
He hit a train with his head.
Well, it was a real little train. Small. It was 3 cars, 4 at the most.
Agent Maxwell.
I told him it was a car accident. Yeah, Doc.
Came to a short while ago.
Oh, thank God. I want to see him.
He is a little groggy, a little disoriented, but that's normal considering the circumstances. Doesn't remember anything about the car accident.
Yeah. Well, nobody saw it coming.
Try not to exhaust him. We've still got to do a thorough checkup on him. Otherwise, he seems to be just fine.
Yeah, you see what I tell you? No problem.
Hi, Pam.
Oh, Ralph, you had me so worried.
Oh, boy. Would you look at this world-class train catcher here? What'd I tell you? He's in great shape. Little bonk on the beezer. That's all right, Ralph?
Excuse me, do I know you?
Circumscribed amnesia. Now, what does that mean?
Refers to as having a partial memory, like knowing you, for instance, Miss Davids. I mean, when I questioned him, he remembered his name, address, occupation. Oh, he did remember Mr. Maxwell eventually.
Well, there you see. Of course he remembers me. Just have to unscramble his eggs a little bit, that's all. Asked to see me first, huh?
No. Seemed quite hostile when he remembered you. Something about your having drawn a gun on one of the kids in his class, or Tony Villacana in some roadside diner in the desert.
Bill, that was over 8 months ago. That's the day you first met, the day you two saw the...
That was a joke. No, that was just a little joke that I played on him in his class long time ago.
Well, since there's been no physical damage to his cranium, it would seem to me the best thing to do would be to get him back into a familiar environment. Ease him back into his daily routine. That's what will slowly revive the repressed memories.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe another day.
No, Doc's right. Horse throws you got to get right back up on him. You and me wind him up. We point him in the right direction to hit the switch. He'll be walking in the walls for a couple of days, but that's good for him. Stir up the old sawdust in the attic.
Oh, a little tender loving care, right, Bill? Dr. Garner said we have got to ease him back.
But in most cases, this limited amnesia can be traced back to something quite traumatic in the victim's life. Figure out the incident that caused a great emotional stress in his life, and that's where Mr. Hinckley would have dropped the curtain.
Well, then it could be psychological. Ralph may have wanted to block out the past 8 months of his life.
Have him check in with his doctor as soon as possible, and feel free to have him call me about my examination results.
We'll do that, Doctor. Thanks a whole lot. That is absolute wet-nosed drivel. There's nothing psychological about kissing a freight train doing 40 miles an hour. Let's go take our magic baby home.
Bill, wait.
What?
Think about what the doctor said. Ralph has been through severe emotional stress, something he is trying to forget.
You ask me, it's a bunch of banana benders he calls a class. I mean, they're enough to make their own mothers draw a blank.
No.
But I guess it could be a lot of stuff. I didn't even know Ralph passed 8 months ago.
Bill, what has been the most traumatic experience Ralph has been through?
Well, it hasn't been knowing me. I mean, come on. We get along like two peas in a pod. It's just Ralph has forgotten which pod right now.
Okay, it wasn't meeting you. It was the experience in the desert with the ship.
No. No. Nah, that's the most ridiculous scenario I ever heard of. Come on.
Bill, it makes perfectly good sense as scenarios go. I mean, you've got to admit, seeing that spaceship was a severe traumatic experience for Ralph. For you. It was for me. I still haven't gotten over it.
A couple of little green guys in an intergalactic Chevy. There was nothing to it at all. No, come on, forget all this stuff. Now, come on, let's go get the kid.
No, Bill, you wait a minute.
What now?
The doctor said if he only has that one memory, well, it's not a very good one. I don't want to upset him. Now, you wait.
Hey, good looking. Doc says I can get out of this place.
Now, Ralph, are you sure you're up to this?
Are you kidding? I hate the hospital. How about that? I remembered I hate the hospital. You know, it's funny. Until the doc told me I had amnesia, I didn't know it. I mean, there's nothing I don't remember, except things I don't remember. And I don't know if I don't remember, so how would I know? Does that make any sense?
I don't know.
I tell you what, I don't remember anything about that car accident or what I was doing in Lancaster. You know what I was doing in Lancaster?
Oh, not exactly. But why don't we talk about that on the way home? It's a long ride and you must be exhausted.
Well, I tell you, one guy I'll never forget. Remember that Fed, Maxwell?
Ah, hiya, kid. Hiya's old nose cone.
You stay away from me, buddy, all right? Pam, did I ever tell you what this guy did? He pulled a gun on Tony Villicana.
Okay, now don't get upset.
Wait a minute. I remember something.
Yeah, what?
You remember when the van got stuck out in the desert and I was walking along the highway? This guy tried to run me down. Can you believe that? He tried to run me down. That's probably what I'm doing in this place.
No, Ralph, I didn't run you over.
Ralph, believe me, that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Today, what happened was you had a head-on with a freight train.
Bill.
A train? The doctor told me I was in a car accident.
Well, I couldn't exactly tell the doctor that you had been flying.
Let's not push it.
Boy, I must have been flying if I couldn't stop for a railroad crossing. What happened to the car?
There wasn't any car.
Totaled, huh?
Okay, that's enough. It's a long ride, gang.
Then why doesn't Ralph ride with me? We have a lot to talk about.
No, as far as I'm concerned, you and I have nothing to talk about, all right? Now, I'm gonna go check out and take this thing off. I'll wait for you outside. Yours getting a little thick in here, don't you think?
Give it a little time.
We got a hijacked train out there.
Look, I understand the importance of what you and Ralph have been doing. And I know there are times when sacrifices have to be made. There have been times when I've been the sacrifice. But I'm not willing to sacrifice Ralph. Not for anything.
Okay. Ralph's important to me, too. Don't forget it.
Then let's do this my way. I mean, we're only talking about a train. What could be so important about a train?
He refuses.
I didn't say I wouldn't. I said.
The dead man's throttle. Can override it?
You're just not reading me. There is no more dead man's throttle. There were too many hijackings and people were finding a way to override them.
Then what keeps the train from being run away if the engineer dies?
Answer. It's a current that runs from the floor plates of the cab through the engineer up to the dash. Well, it's real small, maybe a volt. But if that current is broken, the brakes will come on and there's no way to stop them. Not unless you guys have got somebody to ride that sucker.
She wishes to be glorified and ride in the locomotive with Mr. MacGyver's.
Me? Hey, I ain't driving 3 tanks of nuclear waste into no overcrowded...
Silence. I will ride with you.
Yours, Mohammed, will be a name our people will long remember.
Make a right up here.
You're better at directions since you lost your memory.
You know, I can't accept it. I mean, I remember the street I live on. I can picture my house. I can picture my bedroom. I know I like spaghetti. I know I like you. And then I can't remember waking up this morning. Or rather, I do remember it, but you tell me that I'm describing a morning that took place 8 months ago. It's very bizarre. Very bizarre. It's like a movie with a third reel missing, you know?
It's going to be disorienting at first. You'll remember certain things and not others. We'll find that out as we go along.
You know what I can't get through my head? Me and Maxwell, friends? Whoa! It's hard to imagine. I mean, I thought the guy was a real jerk.
I can't believe I'm the one saying this to you, Ralph, but he's not a bad guy. Not once you get past the bluster and everything else. As a matter of fact, the two of you have been close for some time.
Close what? Oh, here it is, right up here. You don't suppose I paid off the mortgage, do you?
Sorry.
Well, it's really good to see you guys. How did you come? By the Panama Canal?
Doesn't this guy ever ease up?
No.
Boy. Sir?
What's the matter?
Mr. Maxwell?
What's wrong?
Pam tells me, despite how incredible it sounds, that you and I have indeed known each other for quite some time, and I should be tolerant of you and give you a listen, despite my better judgment.
Oh, I see you brought him around a little bit, Counselor. Good going there.
Thanks, Bill. You know how little gold stars from you always give me that added incentive.
Okay, can we go inside now, please? Or have you also forgotten how to unlock the front door? Hey, come on, Ralph.
Patience, Ralph, patience.
I know this guy? What's going on here?
Honey, just listen to what he has to say.
Have we ever seen these little people?
No, we've never seen them, no, but we know they're up there. I mean, you don't need to see a germ to know you're sick.
Sick. Well, that's really a wonderful story, Mr. Maxwell. Now, why don't you leave, and I'll get some sleep, and we can talk another time.
You want to get some sleep. Ralph, we got giant economy-sized problems here. I mean, we got a missing train.
Oh, yes, that's the train that I flew into, right?
Yeah, that's it.
He doesn't believe you.
Yeah, well, he's gonna believe me.
No, why shouldn't I believe him, Pam? Come on, we gotta humor this guy. He's obviously highly volatile and he carries a gun.
Okay. I think we've had enough of this particular exercise.
No, we haven't. Ralph, we're in big trouble here. You gotta put the jammies on.
Now, wait a minute, you. I was very nice, extremely patient. I listened to your entire fairy tale. And now why don't you take your little red stretchies and get out of my house?
Have you lost your marbles altogether?
Oh, good, Bill, good.
You know, you have some real problems.
I sure do.
Bill, please.
You have some real psychological problems, buddy. Why don't you try and check into a hospital somewhere and take care of it?
Too bad you didn't hit the train a little harder. Might have knocked some sense into you.
And if I could fly, I wouldn't be doing headers with trains.
Yeah, it's Maxwell. Give me 12th floor records.
Boy, I don't know how they let guys like Maxwell out on the street. Do you know what that guy actually believes, what he was telling me?
He does?
Yeah. You know, a guy like that can pass a lie detector test. Frightening. Absolutely frightening.
I'll be inside. If you need anything, just yell, okay?
Come here. Sit down, please.
Ralph, you should be resting.
Yeah, I know, but, I miss you. And I figure I got 8 months to make up for.
You know, I'm so glad you're okay.
Are you? Thanks. So am I. It's just that there's so much to remember now that I'm trying to remember.
Such as?
Such as, I vaguely recall discussing something about marriage with you. And I was wondering if we set a date.
A date?
Have we made any plans? I mean, it has been 8 months.
Well, Ralph, we've talked about it. Look, it's been a long day, and we're both worn out, and you've hit your head pretty bad.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, are we broken up or something? And
No, Ralph. No.
Did I do something wrong? Have I been arrested for flashing?
Don't be ridiculous.
Do you want to marry me?
Of course I do, Ralph. But we have a lot to discuss, and this just isn't the time. Now, you lay down and rest.
Where do we go from here? Now that the world is turning upside down. Now that our lives are in the lost and found. We're so far and yet so near. Where do we go from here? So far and yet so near. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
Checkpoint 3 secure. 2 more to go. Okay, let's put it in the van.
Get up there, McGivers. Okay, pull it out.
Okay, that's it. Coming out of chute number 3, up and out, Counselor. Where is he?
Ma'am? What's going on in there? Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
The missing train this morning, the one you couldn't remember?
Trains, more trains.
Yeah, the same one. It was filled with nuclear waste. Got it? Nuclear waste.
Yeah.
That stuff is now in the hands of a bunch of terrorists.
It's horrible.
Well, then, will you please, Counselor, give me a hand with Forgetful Freddy here? Come on.
Okay, Ralph. I guess this is the hardest case I've ever had to plead, but considering the circumstances, I have no choice.
What circumstances, huh?
Now, listen to me, Ralph.
What circumstances?
Sit down. That suit Bill showed you is yours.
What?
Yes, and it was given to you just as he told you, by an alien spaceship while the two of you were stranded in the desert. I know it's hard to believe. It was hard for me to believe when I first heard it, but it's true.
Are you trying to tell me that you actually saw this spaceship?
Well, yes. And I'm telling you, Ralph, when you put the suit on, you have special powers. You do. And if there are a bunch of maniacs with a trainload of nuclear waste, well, you got to do something about it.
Ralph, there's a reason that you were given the suit. Even if you don't want to remember it, there was a reason.
Bill's right, Ralph. You were chosen because you care. And you do. You care a lot.
Yes, I care about you, Pam, but you're scaring the hell out of me.
I know, Ralph. I know you, and I know the way you are. If there is a chance, deep in your mind, the slimmest chance that that suit works, and you don't try it on, and something does happen with this nuclear waste, you could never live with yourself.
All right. All right, I'll put it on.
Okay, that's better. Now, where is it? Where'd you put it?
It's in the trash can outside.
It's where?
I put it in the trash.
Oh.
Boy, I hate this.
Oh, wait a minute. It's gone. I saw it go myself.
What?
The garbage truck.
Anything?
Yeah, I think I'm getting a rash.
That's from that grape juice you were fooling with.
Oh,
Oh, I hate this, Ralph. This really stinks.
that's why they call it garbage, Bill.
No, who cares about a couple of zillion flies? It's not here.
Did you find what you was looking for?
No. You got anything else?
Preferably in a different odor.
Well, you've been through all 6 piles.
And a good pair of boots.
Well, not everybody's back off their route yet. You want to leave a description of this thing you're looking for? Maybe one of the guys will spot it. If it's all that valuable, it...
Well, it's more of, sentimental value like that.
Wait a second. That's the guy that works my block right there. He does my route.
Skip,
Yeah.
come on, let's take a look.
I love that. He remembers this garbage man, but not his best pal. That's terrific.
Wait a minute. That's it. There, that's
Hold
it.
it, Skip, hold it.
After you.
Share. Just. Okay. We got it, Ralph.
That's it.
Whole thing. What's the matter?
Smells like onion dip.
Let's get out of here.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, pal, for your help.
Maybe we should rethink this.
Perfect. Okay, let's hustle it.
I'm not getting out of this car.
Ralph?
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
Pam?
Ralph, there's no one around, and you already have the suit on. Besides, what happened to the old Hinckley sense of humor and adventure that I fell in love with?
I lost it in the blackout. I'm just afraid Alan Funt's gonna jump out of one of these bushes and scream, "Smile, you're on candid camera."
Don't worry, he won't.
That's what I'm afraid of. I don't have no explanation why all this is happening to me.
Okay, back to the old basics. Now, gonna show you how the suit works.
Hey! Watch it! Watch it! I told you this guy was gonna snap.
Ralph, what's the matter with you? I'm just gonna shoot you, that's all.
Come on, drop the gun, all right?
Drop the gun, Bill.
Okay, here we are. It's on the ground right there. See there?
All right, now kick it away.
I don't believe this.
Kick the gun, Bill.
Go on, kick it away.
Okay, now why don't we start with something simple, like lifting the car. That's what convinced me.
Lifting the car.
That is real kindergarten stuff. We got a long way to go here.
Bill, we have got to take this slow.
Okay, Ralph, put your hand under that bumper right there, just under the bumper, and lift it up.
Right like this.
Sure,
Put
go
my
ahead.
hand on- Okay.
There you go, right there. Now, just lift.
You're right.
Hey! Whoa, gee, what did you drop it? Fool? I can't stand another trash car.
Did you see that? I lifted this car up. This car must weigh 3,000 pounds, and I lifted it up. What? I'm lifting this car. It must weigh 3,000 pounds. This suit really does work, doesn't it? It really works. He wasn't lying. You're not really crazy, are you?
Thanks a whole bunch. Want to try the gun now?
No, pass. I'm not that convinced.
All right, then let's go for the flying.
Oh, I don't know. Now, he really never had that down too well. That's how he got hurt.
That was because of the train. Now, do you see any trains around here? Come on. 1, 2, 3, upsy daisy. Go ahead.
Just, well.
Here you go.
Oh, is that some kind of a joke, Holmes? Is that some kind of a joke?
No, you did it wrong, kid. Yeah, you got to take 3 running steps first.
Well, you didn't say that.
Well, I said 1, 2, 3. Well, I forgot.
You forgot. I'm the one with amnesia. What, are you trying to put me in traction here, huh?
Okay, well, we can't give up now, folks. I'll tell you what we'll do. Here. Put this on.
Why? My ears aren't cold.
It belonged to one of the terrorists. If you put it on, you can see him.
You get holographs from the vibes people leave on their clothing.
Holographs.
Pictures.
Pictures.
Okay, now, how do you feel?
Stupid.
Ralph, you're not concentrating. You're not trying to work here.
Well, wait a minute. I'm getting something. There's a couple of guys with guns at an abandoned railroad siding.
Where?
The Stovington siding.
Stovington? Stovington, that's about 20 miles outside of Lancaster. They probably pulled off at an old train siding they picked before the caper. Let's go.
I see it.
Come on,
I
Ralph.
see the train. Let me
I
pick
hope
up
you
the car
saw
again, all
it in
right?
time. Ralph, come on, get in the car.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
I saw it. It was right in that window right there.
Okay, now let's drop the hammer on these cockroaches. Here's the scenario.
Listen, I had enough of you and your scenarios on the way up here. I got the suit. I know what to do.
You don't know what to do because you lost the book of instructions. You probably forgot about that, didn't you?
Oh, sounds like old times.
Oh, look, kid, we went through this 1,000 times, and we came to a unanimous decision. I run all operational procedures.
Well, since I must have forgotten that little gem of information, we'll start from scratch and do things my way. You follow my lead.
Nice try, Bill.
Now, listen, anything funny happens in there, you take the car, turn it around, and get.
Without his memory, he's still the same. Now, you stay by the car. You bring it up when I tell you.
How's that?
Terrific. Kid is fantastic.
Yeah? Who needs instructions, huh?
I wish you hadn't got quite so carried away.
Well, I couldn't help myself. Anyway, the train isn't here, Bill.
Yeah, would you happen to be so rough on him? We're not going to get any answers about where it went either.
How do you like that? A minute ago, I was terrific. Well, I tell you, you can't turn a train up a dirt road.
Yeah, but there's 1,000,001 tracks coming into this one about a half mile from here. Oh, yeah, right. You get anything?
The train's headed up into the mountains, moving at a pretty good clip, too.
Okie doke. Okay, Counselor, bring it on in. On a double, please.
On the double, sir.
Mountains. Mountains. That's a San Cristos. That's about 5 miles from here. On the other side is Bakersfield. They're gonna run that sucker right into a city.
How are we gonna catch a train?
Well, they only got a few miles head start on us and never travel more than 50 miles an hour.
That is when the engineer's checking speed limits.
Well, carrying an unstable load. Not gonna take a chance on derailing before they get in the city.
There it is.
They have to slow down going through that tunnel. We can catch them on the other side. Okay, we beat them. Now, kid, get out there and stop that train.
Oh, not again.
How do I do it? Just follow your instincts the same way you did back at the siding, you know. Keep your chin down and protect the old attic. Go ahead.
3 steps, huh?
That's it.
Billy's gonna get hurt.
Are you kidding? Did you see him? Gee, I hope he doesn't wreck it.
The train?
Yeah.
Ralph!
Come on, kid, get in.
This is Bakersfield Central.
We just had a run on a red block on 82.
The engine on 82 West, please identify it.
Just ran the red block at Simmons Junction. Think we got a runaway?
Well, I don't know what we have, but we got to stop it. In 2 minutes, that thing's going to be up our noses. Sidetrack it to 20.
We could derail.
Just do it.
It's jammed. I'll get on to the military.
Well, who's got time? In a minute and a half, that engine will be here. I want the yard cleared.
Here she comes.
No kidding, you really did it.
I don't know why you always doubt me, Bill. Every time it's the same thing. You never think I'm gonna pull through.
Always? You mean you remember all the other times? All of them?
Yeah, I do. I remember everything.
Oh, wait! Okay, welcome home, kid.
Welcome back. Hey, all right, Cart.
Let's go.